Hi, my name's Logan Reitter, and today I'm going to be talking about World War II. World War II resulted in the most killings of any war that the United States has ever been in. And today we're going to talk about the ins and outs, why it happened, an overall summary, and who was involved. Today I will be giving a quick lesson on World War II. In short summary, World War II was fought between the Axis powers, which were Germany, Italy, and Japan, versus the Allied powers, Britain, the United States, the Soviet Union, and France. Most of the countries in the world were involved in some way, and it was the deadliest war in all of human history, with around 70 million people being killed. From a geographical perspective, this map shows who was on the Allied powers and who was on the Axis powers. The Allied powers were in blue, and the Axis powers are in red. World War II lasted from 1939 to 1945. It started in 1939 when Germany invaded Poland. Great Britain and France then responded by declaring a war on Germany. The war in Europe ended with Germany's surrender on May 7, 1945, and the war in the Pacific ended when Japan surrendered on September 2, 1945. If we could pinpoint one man being responsible for this war, it would be Germany's leader, a loud-spoken dictator named Adolf Hitler. Hitler and the Third Reich began to overthrow much of Europe and forced Allied nations to intervene when he started to throw Jewish civilians into concentration camps solely for the fact that they weren't Aryan. This war really began to affect the United States when Japan, a member of the Axis nations who were defending Germany in their actions, bombed Pearl Harbor, a United States naval base in Hawaii, on December 7th, 1941. Pearl Harbor resulted in over 2,400 Americans dying, with another 1,100 wounded. The Allied powers had to strike back, and on June 6, 1944, they did. They landed a total of 156,000 troops on Normandy Beach to fight the German Nazis head-on. Oftentimes regarded as one of the bloodiest battles ever in the history of the world, 425,000 Allied and German troops were killed, wounded, or went missing during the Battle of Normandy. Germany, however, responded, and on December 16, 1944, they launched the last major offensive of the war, known as the Battle of the Bulge, which was an attempt to push the Allied front line west from northern France to the northwestern Belgium. The Battle of the Bulge, so called because the Germans created a bulge around the area of a forest in Germany, pushed through the American defensive lines and was the largest fought. The conclusion of the war had the United States handprints all over it, because within 1 year, they overthrew the Third Reich in Germany, releasing all of the Jews from the Holocaust, and on August 6th and August 9th, 1945, during the final stage of World War II, the United States dropped bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, in turn pretty much ending the war. The ironic thing about World War II in many people's minds is the fact that it started between Germany and some Western European countries, but it ended with Japan's surrender to the United States on September 2nd, 1945. Dwight Eisenhower can claim that he and the United States, along with the Allied nations, did win the war. However, over 60 million people were killed in this war. The great thing about social studies and history in specific is the fact that we can use this history to learn in things that we do in the future. Many historians say that they don't think there will ever be another world war ever, at least one that can't compare to this. And I think this is something that all civilians of all nations would be okay with. And there you have it. That is all you need to know about World War II.